Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Al Jazeera, Colombian presidential candidate Ivan Cepeda has officially conceded defeat to hard-right populist Abelardo de la Espriella following a tight runoff race. While Cepeda had initially waited for the final, legally binding vote count, he announced in a live-streamed address that he accepts the result. This decision creates a noticeable rift between Cepeda and outgoing President Gustavo Petro, who had actively campaigned for the leftist candidate and repeatedly alleged electoral fraud and foreign interference, specifically pointing to an endorsement of de la Espriella by former U.S. President Donald Trump. Despite Petro's claims, the National Registry confirmed Sunday's preliminary vote count was 99.997% accurate. Political analysts suggest Cepeda's concession marks an act of democratic responsibility and positions him to become the next leader of the opposition in the Senate. Leading the historic PACT party, Cepeda struck a conciliatory tone, stating his concession was aimed at contributing to harmony, peace, and dialogue among Colombians as the country transitions to a new right-wing administration. At Nvidia's annual shareholder meeting, CEO Jensen Huang addressed concerns regarding the smuggling of the company's advanced hardware into restricted countries like China. Speaking shortly after the meeting, Huang emphasized that Nvidia strictly prioritizes U.S. national security over commercial opportunities, stating, "National security comes first." Huang dismissed the feasibility of black market AI infrastructure, calling data centers cobbled together with smuggled products a dead end. He explained that advanced AI data centers are highly integrated, massive systems requiring secure hardware, software, networking, and ongoing technical support. Because Nvidia will not provide maintenance, support, or repairs for smuggled systems, unauthorized operations would face extreme difficulty. Huang's remarks come as the U.S. government intensifies its efforts to prevent China from accessing state-of-the-art AI technology. These restrictions have impacted Nvidia's revenue share from China, which dropped to 9% in fiscal 2026. Despite approvals for Nvidia's China-compliant H200 chips, the company has yet to generate revenue from them, given regulatory uncertainties. During the meeting, CNBC reported that shareholders approved Nvidia's executive compensation plan and re-elected all 10 board members while passing a proposal to transition to a simple majority voting system. According to a report by Tsingtao, Iranian officials have announced that the state funeral for the late Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei will take place over 3 days starting on July 4. The capital city of Tehran will observe a 3-day public holiday to accommodate the events. According to Hassan Hassanzadeh, a commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, farewell and prayer ceremonies will be held at Tehran's Grand Mosalla on July 4th and 5, with the formal funeral proceeding on July 6. The government anticipates that approximately 20 million people will attend. Khamenei lost his life in a joint U.S.-Israeli military strike in February. The funeral, originally planned for March, was delayed due to the conflict in the Middle East. Following his death, his son, Mojtaba Khamenei, succeeded him as the country's third supreme leader since the 1979 revolution. However, Mojtaba was also injured in the strike that killed his father and has not made any public appearances since taking office, communicating solely through official statements. According to a report by UPI, the United States military announced on Wednesday that a senior Islamic State, ISIS, leader was killed in a recent airstrike in northwest Syria. ICE Central Command, CENTCOM, confirmed that the operation, which took place last Friday, successfully targeted and killed Ali Hussein al-Ulaiwi. AFIC CENTCOM officials stated that the strike is part of a continuous broader U.S. effort to disrupt and dismantle terrorist networks planning attacks against American citizens abroad who are targeting the U.S. homeland. AVA's Brad Cooper, the commander of CENTCOM, reiterated the military's firm commitment alongside its partners to rooting out the remaining remnants of ISIS and ensuring its permanent defeat. This operation occurs just over a month after a joint mission by U.S. and Nigerian forces successfully eliminated Abu Bilal al-Minuki, who was believed to be the second in command of ISIS at the time. The U.S. military has been engaged in active operations against the militant group and its predecessor organizations for more than a decade across multiple fronts, including Syria, Iraq, and North Africa. According to a report by the Liberty Times, the European Union, along with the Netherlands, Germany, and Greece, has joined the United States-led Pax Silica initiative. This move is part of a broader effort to strengthen artificial intelligence and semiconductor technology supply chains among Western allies, amid growing strategic competition with China. The Pax Silica initiative, launched by the U.S. last year, is a non-binding declaration specifically designed to exclude China from the supply chain of AI-capable semiconductors. It covers critical areas including chips, mineral resources, and energy. At a recent summit in Washington, U.S. officials announced that with the addition of these European members, as well as upcoming participants such as Argentina, Chile, Costa Rica, Kazakhstan, and Panama, the total number of coalition members will reach 24. Representatives for the initiative noted that traditional international forums, like the G7 and G20, are no longer sufficient to secure the highly specialized networks required for AI innovation, contrasting Pax Silica with China's opaque, state-driven Belt and Road Initiative. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.